Hey everybody, in today's video we're talking about Washington State's TAP Annuity Fund. So this video we're going to cover what the TAP Annuity is, how it works, how do you go about purchasing it, as well as the pros and cons about the TAP Annuity. I'm also going to review a couple of key pointers about the TAP Annuity, so if you're interested in purchasing the TAP Annuity, make sure you watch this video to the end so you don't miss any of those. So first, let's start off with what the TAP Annuity is. So kind of like what the name says, the annuity, this is a guaranteed income stream for life. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to take money that you have in your Plan 3 account, put it into this annuity fund, and essentially you're creating another pension or lifetime stream of income. Because all annuity is a guaranteed income stream for the rest of your life. So with the TAP Annuity, you can only purchase the TAP Annuity with money in Plan 3. You cannot use money in a 403b, a 401k, the DCP, the money that you have in your savings, none of it. Money can only come from the Plan 3 fund. Second thing to know is that the only time you can purchase it is when you separate service. Now remember, I didn't say retirement there, I said separation of service. The state defines those two events differently. So separation of service is saying, hey, I'm no longer working for the state. Retirement, in their eyes, is when I start collecting the pension. So the TAP Annuity can be purchased upon separation of service. So if you say, hey, I'm not going to work anymore, but I'm not taking my pension, you are therefore eligible to start using the TAP Annuity. So this TAP Annuity is what they call a SPIA, or a single premium income annuity. What that means is it's a single premium, so you can only put money into this account one time. So if you say, hey, I'm going to put $100,000 in, and that's it. You can't put another dollar into it. It's a one-time funding vehicle. So that's pretty much what the TAP Annuity is. It's just a guaranteed income stream for the rest of your life. Now, on the TAP Annuity application, you can elect a couple of different survivorship benefit options. So if you wanted your income stream to continue on after you pass away to a spouse or really anybody out there, you can elect to do that. You just have to list them as a beneficiary on your annuity application. Now keep in mind that on the annuity application, you can actually list anybody as a survivor benefit on there. They don't have to be related to you, you don't have to be married, you can list anybody on there. But keep in mind that the amount of income that you get will change depending on who you put on the form. And what changes it is the age difference between you and your survivor. So in short, the bigger the age difference is between you and the survivor, the less of a benefit you're going to get. So if I wanted to elect my grandkid as my survivor benefit, I could, but there's probably going to be a pretty good age gap there. So my income that I'm going to get from the TAP Annuity is going to be dwindled down, because it's not going to pay income just for my life, it's going to pay for my grandkid's life. And he's easily got probably another 60, 70, 80 years left on the earth. Keep that in mind if you're going to elect somebody as a survivorship benefit on your TAP Annuity form. Now, one of the key benefits with the TAP Annuity is it has a guaranteed 3% cost of living adjustment, guaranteed. So it doesn't matter what inflation is, you're always going to get a 3% raise. Now this is a great benefit because no other annuity that Washington State offers has this benefit included in there. They have optional ones that they maybe pay, maybe not, just like your pension. Sometimes they pay it, sometimes they don't, depending on inflation and such. This one is a guaranteed 3% benefit, and it doesn't cost you anything to get it, it's just built into the plan. If you got a private annuity and you want to have a 3% cost of adjustment, they're going to charge you extra for it. And not necessarily charge you more in terms of dollars, they make you put more money into the plan to get the same income benefit. So from all the research I've done, no one's really come close to beating the TAP Annuity in terms of just gross payouts. And that's really because it's backed by the state, who runs a negative budget. Any private annuity, that company that tried to operate on a negative budget, wouldn't be around anymore. So that's one of the reasons why the TAP Annuity has higher payouts. All right, now let's talk into how do we get the money into it. So if you decide to purchase the TAP Annuity, you'd have to fill out the application and to let them know how much money from your Plan 3 account you want to transfer into the TAP Annuity. Now the investments in your Plan 3 account, it really doesn't quite matter if your money is on the WSIB side or self-directed. They can actually take the money from either side, so you don't have to do any weird transferring to get the money into the TAP Annuity. Once the money is put into the TAP Annuity, it can take anywhere from 45 to 90 days for your first paycheck to come in. So don't expect this thing to be a real quick turnaround. Make sure you have cash on hand to get you through at least a couple of months just in case there's some kind of delay and you don't receive your first pension check for 3 months. Now, once your income does start coming in, it's going to keep coming in every single month until you and your spouse pass away. So it's a monthly benefit for the rest of your life. So that brings us to the kind of the pros and cons about the TAP annuity. Pros: guaranteed income for life, plus a guaranteed 3% cost of living adjustment. The cons, however, is with anything that's guaranteed is I lose control of the money. So once I put the money in there, that's it. I can't cancel it. I can't get my money back. The money is essentially locked up there for the rest of your life. You also lose control of how the money is distributed. This annuity distributes money on a monthly basis. So you can't tell them, hey, I want to take an advance for next month. You can't reduce your income payments. You can't switch to doing a semi-annual or annual payment. It's monthly for the rest of your life. So you're still going to be living in a paycheck to paycheck cycle, and there's no way to get additional money out there. So it's always important to have money saved outside of that. So if you do need a big chunk of change for something, you have the ability to take it, because that does not exist in the TAP annuity itself. Now, I mentioned that you can't cancel or get your money out of it. And the exception to that is upon death. So if I were to pass away and I haven't yet received all of my money back yet in form of income payments, then the remaining balance would still be passed on to beneficiaries. So as an example, if I say, hey, I'm going to put $500,000 into the TAP annuity and I start receiving income payments, and then I pass away a few years later, and the benefit that they've paid me throughout my lifetime of collecting the TAP annuity was $350,000, so I still have $150,000 left that I never received yet. That $150,000 is then going to be passed on to my beneficiary. If I have a spousal benefit, then they're not going to receive that $150,000. They're just going to continue getting the income stream. Now, if there's still money left after both me and my spouse pass away, then any of that money would pass on to the beneficiary in a form of a lump sum. Now, it is a taxable amount, so make sure they're aware of that they still owe taxes on that money. In the event that I distributed more than what I put in there, so I put my $500,000 and it throughout my lifetime actually withdrew about $600,000 benefits, then there's nothing left to be passed on to the beneficiaries. The spousal benefit will still continue on, so they can still receive income payments because that's part of the guaranteed deal, but there's no lump sum left because you essentially got all your money back out and then some over the course of your lifetime. So in that case, the annuity did its job. All right, so to sum it all up, the TAP annuity can make a great deal of sense for you if you're needing more guaranteed income for life and you want to know that in retirement I can have another steady paycheck coming in. Yes, you're going to lose control of it, which is why it's always a good idea to have a plan before going into it and have money set aside. So if you need more money or big chunks of change, you have the money available to do so. So like anything else, the TAP annuity can be a great option for you and should definitely be a consideration when considering your retirement income plan. Now, one thing I forgot to mention up until now is that if you are wanting to purchase the TAP annuity fund, money has to come from plan 3. So that means is if I move money out of plan 3, you therefore forfeit the ability to purchase a TAP annuity. So one thing you want to make sure before you decide to move money out of plan 3 or someone else convinces you to move money over to plan 3 is once the money leaves plan 3, your opportunity to purchase the TAP annuity is gone. You can't purchase it anymore. And then you're going to be stuck with either purchasing, depending on where you move it to, either a different annuity with the state or a private annuity, both of which isn't going to have the guaranteed 3% cost of living adjustment. And depending on where interest rates are, they may not have the same guaranteed payout that the TAP annuity offers. So always check and make sure that you are 100% know that you do not want the TAP annuity or that kind of level of guaranteed income. And if that seems right for you, then at that point you're able to move the funds out.